Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. Thanks for joining us today for our webinar. Today, we're going to be chatting about managing and processing your online orders in the Netcash Shop admin panel. In this session, we're going to touch on the sales cycle. Then we will run through the order statuses and the payment statuses, and then customizing your order notifications, which obviously is the notification that gets sent to your customer. A quick overview of the sales cycle. Basically, a sales cycle is a set of specific actions that salespeople follow to close a new customer. So the sales cycle is generally aimed at, a physical sales consultant. So I've put this into the sort of concept of an online sales process. So you start off with your prospecting. And that's when you would find your potential customers. So you obviously would decide on your platform, the platform that you're going to use to reach your customers. Then obviously you prepare, so you would do your market research. And once you've done your market research, you would be able to, once you've done your market research, you would then know who you're contacting and where you're going to be contacting them, on which platform. And then your approach. So how are you going to make contact with them? What is your starting strategy? And then your presentation. So you're going to present your product. I think the most important thing to know is that presenting your product is extremely important in the process. So you need to know that when you're selling online, there is no sales agent in the store, or there is no sales agent talking to the customer. So you need to use the product information on your website as your sales agent. So you need to make sure that all the product information is available and that customers don't have to go anywhere else to look for the information. And then handling objections. So this is obviously when your customer would make contact, or your customer might make contact, and you need to address any concerns of them, or you need to answer any questions they might have about the product. And then closing, so alternative or urgency. You need to offer them an alternative product, and a really great way to do that is your featured products or your similar products that you would add onto the shopping experience, either on your product page or at checkout. Or you would apply urgency, so make the customer know that there is limited stock available, or the sale's ending soon. You want them to click and check out. And then follow up. So once you've sold to your customer, you want them to be coming back to shop with you again. So your after sales service is really important. And then potential customers, they might not have shopped with you yet, but you want to keep trying to contact them to find out if they are going to shop with you. Maybe you are sending them the wrong information or not displaying the right products to them. So that's when your segmented targeting comes in. And obviously the after sales experience is so important, because once you've gained the customer, you don't want to just leave them after they've done their first purchase. You want to work with them and show them similar products or other products that you think they may need, and get them to shop with you again and commit to your brand. Abandoned carts is also something we're going to touch on in one of the upcoming webinars. And abandoned carts are a great way to, follow your customer around and send them reminders that they haven't checked out, that they've left something in their cart, and try and close the deal. So this is a brief overview. Once your orders come in via your e-commerce site, they would appear in your Netcash Shop admin panel. So you can see on the left-hand side the Netcash Shop menu, and the orders specifically would appear under My Sales and Orders. Then on the right-hand side, we've got a summary of the orders that are in the back end, and you can see mine in my test shop. I've got all of them are in the paid status. And some of them have been shipped and some are ready for pickup. Those are obviously different shipping options that we have available as well. We covered on shipping in one of the previous webinars, and you can find that on our YouTube channel, the Netcash Shop YouTube channel. So basically your customer would be shopping on your site, and they would receive order confirmation once they've placed their order. So on the left-hand side, you can see the order confirmation. Once you've checked out, you get redirected back to the Netcash Shop e-commerce site, and you would see the order confirmation. A quick zoom in, the order confirmation on the right-hand side is what you would receive via email. So I specifically for this payment test used a manual payment method, which is why the payment status says awaiting payment. But if you've checked out via the Netcash the Netcash e-commerce gateway, the payment status would automatically be updated to paid. These order confirmations are sent out automatically to your customers, and in the next slides we're going to show you how to set these up. A quick example as well is hummus from I Love Gourmet, one of our clients. Absolutely delicious. If you're based in Cape Town, you must get in touch and try. And this particular order, I did it as a test on the site and placed the order, and they are now going to process it. So a quick summary of the orders as well. This particular order is paid. If the order got cancelled, or I needed to refund or do a partial refund, all I need to do is click on the drop down arrow and I'll see the options in the bottom banner. Once I change this payment status, it automatically fires off an email notification to the customer. So the customer is aware that the product has been paid for, that we've received their payment, the shop owners received their payment. If the order is cancelled for any reason or refunded, by changing the status, the customer would receive that notification as well. The next is the order status. So this particular order I've said is ready for pickup, but as the order comes in, it defaults to awaiting processing, which means that the order has been received, it's either been paid or not, and the order is still in an awaiting processing state. When you receive the payment and you say, right, I've got the stock, I'm ready to process the order, you would change the order status to processing. At this stage, your client or your customer would receive an email to say that your order is being processed. If the order was a click and collect order, which you can set up in the Netcash Shop admin panel, you would change the status to ready for pickup, and the customer would know that they can come and collect their order. Alternatively, if you've sent it out with the courier, you can change the status to shipped. The customer would then receive the notification. And if you're using one of our integrated payment options, which would be MDS Delivery or Bex Express, the order status would actually update to shipped and delivered automatically via the integration. So you wouldn't actually need to go in and do that manually, which is really great. This is an example of an email that I received. So I get the email, it said that my order's been shipped, fulfillment status is shipped. If I were to change this back to processing, it would fire off another email to the customer. And if I were to say the item has been delivered, it would send a final email to the customer. And you can actually set up to send an invoice to the customer with the final email as well. On these emailers, you can customize them, which I'm going to show you in the next few steps as well. You can customize them. They'll also have links for your customers to go to their account on your site and see their order history and their order statuses. So notifications I mentioned earlier, I'm going to touch on these now. So in your Netcash Shop admin panel, you would go to the left-hand menu, and under settings, you would select notifications. On the right-hand side, you can see notifications, and these are the notifications specifically going to your customers. So your customer order notifications, anything to do with the order or anything related to the order would be set up here. So you can choose to send your customers an order on order confirmation. So once they've placed the order, whether they've received the payment or not, it would send them an order confirmation. The order confirmation would include the payment status. So if it has been paid, it would say paid and the status of the order. If it hadn't been paid, it would say awaiting payment, awaiting processing. Your order status changed. So every time you change the order status, I mentioned it earlier, but you can choose if you don't want to send your customer updates. But obviously, I recommend keeping your customer in the loop so that they don't have to try and make contact with your business. And obviously, it takes up your time and the customer's time trying to get in touch and find out information about their orders. So I think that's a really handy one to have live. Order shipped, again, you can add your tracking number. You can set the system to only send the order shipped once you've added the tracking number. Alternatively, again, if you're using MDS Delivery or Bex, the integrated shipping partners, this would update automatically and the customers would receive their order tracking number. Ready for pickup, we've touched on that as well. If the customer order is ready for pickup, you can send in the notification. Download e-goods. So if you're selling services rather than physical products, you can set up your email, your confirmation email for downloading email goods. So when your customer has paid, when the status is paid, and the shop owner knows that the status, or that the status is paid, the customer can then receive the email to say that this is your link to your digital good. You can now go and download it because you've paid for the order. And then gift card purchased, you can place your order for your gift cards, and the email notification that you will receive will have the next steps. If you were maybe buying it for a gift for someone, you can then follow the instructions and send your gift on or use it yourself. I want to touch on order confirmation and how to edit. So HTML code is not something that I can understand at all, but basically you can go into your templates, and if you have the knowledge, you can go and update fonts, font sizes, font colors. You can do a couple of other cosmetic changes to your emails, to your email templates, and you can obviously preview the template and send test emails as well. This is the same for all of the different confirmation options we've just looked at. So each one can be customized to meet your shop standards. And this is a quick example. So I've hit preview and there's the order confirmation. Hello, John Darling, we've received your My Donut order. And there it says payment status is paid, fulfillment status is processing. If I change this to ready to be shipped or to shipped, it would fire off the next email, which would update the fulfillment status. And then I've just done a zoom in on the header and footer. So at the bottom, you can see that we've got, you can check the status of your orders at any time on the orders history page, and that would redirect you back to the site where you would log in and be able to view your order history. Otherwise, there are contact details for you to get in touch. Down at the bottom, you will also see the privacy policy, very important, about us, return policy, and terms and conditions. So at all times throughout the process, the customer knows exactly where they stand, where their order is, and you know, how to follow up or make a complaint if they need to. Some of the other options that are available. So once you've set up your notifications, you can also choose to add printable orders to each or to the confirmation email. So this would attach it as a PDF and your customer would be able to keep that on file. You can also edit the sender's name and email address. If you have your own domain, you can use this setting to fire off a personalized email. So if it was www.mydonutshop.co.za and the email address was stephen@mydonutshop.co.za, I could set this up to send an email on my behalf from that email address. So customers wanting to reply could just hit reply. Alternatively, if you leave that blank, it would send from noemail@netcash.co.za. And then logo, obviously it's very important to have your business identity on your paperwork, so you can upload your logo in the space provided. Sender's name and email address, this is what I've just spoken about. So you would add your email address there and the name that you were wanting it to go from, so either My Donut Shop or from your own personal name. And then admin notifications. So this is now the other side of the process. You've set up your customer notifications, and now you want to set up notifications to notify you as the shop owner when you have a new order placed, and you can also set up low stock notifications. So we touched on loading products a couple of sessions ago, and basically when you set the product up, there is a setting where you can say, I want to be notified when this product reaches 6 units of stock. So you're getting close to selling out, you want to receive a notification to let you know that you need to order this product again. So that's a really handy one to have. You can also edit that. And then your new order placed, you obviously want to receive an email every time your orders are placed. It's always a good idea to keep track of your orders in the Netcash Shop admin panel in case there are email issues. But yes, you can set this up to notify you every time something happens on the order. You can also receive a copy of all of your customer notifications. If you want to have your inbox bombarded, you're welcome to do that. It's basically just a way to keep track of where your customers are in the process, and if a customer phones you and you've got your inbox open, you can give them a faster answer. And then admin email addresses. At the very bottom, the bottom banner where it says admin email addresses, you can add one or many email addresses, meaning that all of the admin settings that you set up will fire off to those email addresses. So if you've got a couple of team members that are managing your orders for you, as well as yourself, you can add multiple email addresses, and each one of those within your business would receive their a copy of the email. Then printable order invoice. This is what we mentioned earlier, where you can actually attach a printable invoice to the emails that go out to your customers, to your notification emails. On this printable invoice, you can add your logo, you can add tax information about your business, you can add any business details that you want to, add a footer message, you can personalize this. You could even say, thank you for shopping, here is a universal promo code to get 15% off your next purchase. Quite a few things you can do there. And then the content on the right-hand side, I've just done a screen grab and zoomed in to show you a bit more information about what you can add, and there are some prompts to give you some instructions on what to do. Now we're going to go back to orders, and basically the reason that we're meeting today is to run through processing the orders. So we've touched on the sales cycle, and I've showed you how to set up notification emails, and now I want to show you how to process your orders online. One of the really nice things about the Netcash Shop e-commerce dashboard or admin panel is that you can filter your orders, and you can go really detailed in the filtering. So if I click on filtering, top left-hand side, I've got a quick summary of all of my orders. I've got 38 orders. 10 of them have not been paid for and they need to be shipped. 6 of them have been paid for and need to be shipped, and 6 of them are in the fulfillment process. In the next tabs, I can filter by date. I only want to see orders in the last 2 days, or I want to see orders in the last 2 years. I can filter by payment status, so I only want to see orders that are awaiting payment. Maybe I want to reach out to the customer and find out if they are going to proceed, if they, if there was a problem shopping on the site, maybe they were waiting for more information, maybe they just forgot, almost like a manual abandoned cart. And then fulfillment status, a quick reminder to yourself, you can filter by processing to find out which orders you haven't sent out yet. You can also filter by awaiting shipping or awaiting collection, and send your customers reminders to come and collect. Then there's your payment method. If you wanted to do a bit of a summary on how your customers are paying online, you could filter by payment method. Shipping method, exactly the same. You could filter by whatever shipping method your customers used. Maybe you want to see your ratio of click and collect versus delivered by courier. And then pick up or delivery date and time, and then products. Products is great. You might want to filter and say, in the last 30 days, how many people have placed an order for this product? And it would call up all the orders with that product in it. I've done some screen grabs and zoomed in on all of the different filters that are available. So you can see under the drop downs on the far left hand side, we've got the date. So you can set the date that you want to filter by. Alternatively, the payment status, you've got you've got paid, you've got awaiting payment, cancelled, refunded, partially refunded. Then your fulfillment status, your payment method, your shipping method. Products we just mentioned is search by product name or SKU, and then your pickup or delivery date and time. Now I'm going to show you how to process the order. So if I look at the admin dashboard or the sales panel, on the right hand side, there's a drop down that says update order. If I select that and go to view order, I will be directed into the order where I see all of the order information. On the right, I've zoomed in just to show you what the detail, what detail is available on the order. And then on the left hand side, you can see that I can print the order, I can make updates to the order, and I can manage tax invoices. I can also change the payment status and the fulfillment status. And then there's a summary of the product. It even shows my IP address, and it also lets me know if this customer has opted in for marketing or promotional emails. On the right-hand side is the tax invoice, so I can download as a PDF, I can print, or I can create another. The customer's details, the shipping details, I can add a tracking number, and then shipping address, contact number. You can also copy this information to a clipboard if you were wanting to save it on another program. And then show on map, because we fully integrated with Google. If you click on show on map, it will pull up a Google map, open in a new browser window, and show you exactly where the address is. A quick overview as well. So tax invoices, I've said there that you can download or print or create another. And then if I want to mark my order as shipped or add a tracking number, I could do so and then save the order, mark as shipped. It would update the status, update the customer, and send off an email with the shipping reference. One thing that I mentioned earlier is the abandoned carts. So obviously your customers have, you've spent time and money driving them to your website. You've put some beautiful product information together so that the customer hasn't had to look anywhere else for the products. And your customers have added the product to cart and decided not to check out. This is a good way to remind them to check out. They might have got distracted. They might have, there might have been internet issues. There are many reasons that the customers didn't check out. So if you set up your abandoned carts, it's a great way to just remind them that they didn't check out and send them emails and drive them to make that purchase. The abandoned carts option is available on the business and unlimited plans. It's not available on the free plan or the venture plan. Business plan starts at 475 Rand a month, which is a really great price for up to 2,500 products, which is jam-packed with pretty much all the features. And then customers. So I mentioned earlier the promo emails allowed. So you can see second line from the bottom or second row from the bottom. It says promo emails allowed. At checkout, there's a tick box where your customers can select to opt in or opt out of marketing emails. You can also customize the field. And in this case, I opted in for emails. And I can then look at my customer database. Everything can be managed within the Netcash Shop admin panel. You can also import email lists or customer lists in bulk, or you can export your information out and take it to MailChimp. So we do have a full-on integration with MailChimp as well. So you can connect Netcash Shop and MailChimp and manage all of your email campaigns from one or the other. And obviously the search and filter fields. And then order editor. So again, on the business plan or hire, you can actually use the order editor. You would install the app. We've got a great app market with lots of free apps as well, which you can find within the Netcash Shop admin panel. And you can upgrade. And in this case, you would be able to go into the customer order and edit it. So your customer might call you and say, I completely forgot I wanted to order 2 units, or I actually wanted to remove one of those units off my order, or I want to update the delivery address. You would be able to then go in, edit the order, and send a request to your customer and say, I've updated the order, this is what I'm refunding you, or this amount still needs to be paid, here are my banking details. Quite a few options you can do, but again, only available on the business plan or hire. And then if you have not signed up with Netcash Shop already, or you are considering adding e-commerce to your site, to your WordPress or Wix site, or any site, in fact, we've got custom site builders. You can actually generate code within the Netcash Shop admin panel and add e-commerce to any website. You can create your free demo shop. So you can set that up. The only restrictions with the free demo shop are that you can only load up to 10 products because it is a demonstration shop, and you can't connect the shop to your Facebook profile. The venture plan, which is 200 Rand a month, accommodates up to 100 products, and you can link that to your Facebook shop, which is obviously really important. And then your business plan 475, and your unlimited plan is 1,250, and obviously has an unlimited amount of products. But we've got 5 easy steps to get started. So it's create your free 30-day demo. You would add your products or services, connect your social media and marketplaces. In terms of marketplaces, fully integrated with Google. So from within the Netcash Shop admin panel, you can connect Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google Analytics, Google Shopping, Google Search. You can also manage all of your SEO from within the admin panel. You would then activate your payment gateway. So the Netcash e-commerce gateway, the service is called Pay Now. The app is already installed within the Netcash Shop admin panel. All you need to do is submit your application. We do a couple of mandatory background checks, obviously because of the nature of the of us receiving and processing your payments. You would activate the payment gateway. We would give you a service key, and you would then copy and paste the service key into the Netcash Shop admin panel. That's all you need to do, and immediately you can start accepting payments. Then you would define your shipping strategy, and immediately you can start selling online. A quick overview of the plans. I rattled through them earlier, but the free plan, we give you a free plan for 30 days. If you are a small business and you have a limited amount of products, up to 10, our free plan will stay free forever for you, providing you are transacting on the payment gateway at least every 30 days. The venture plan, 200 Rand a month. Down at the bottom, you can see the second column. The venture plan can accommodate up to 100 products. The business plan is for advanced businesses, including the order editor and the abandoned carts. That is up to 2,500 products for 475 Rand. And the unlimited plan is 1,250, and there are no limitations to that package as well. If you look at the Netcash Shop website, it's shop.netcash.co.za/pricing, you can see a full breakdown of all of the features available within each plan. I must also add that it's September 2021, so if there are any price increases, but at the moment, these are our prices. And then we've added some really great articles to our blog this week. The first one is automated shipping and rate calculations with MDS Callivery. It's callivery.net. We have a full-on integration with them as well. The app is by default installed into the Netcash Shop admin panel. All you would need to do is open your account with MDS, which again can be done from within the Netcash Shop admin panel. Because they run a prepaid account, you could upload your funds and you would be able to start shipping with them immediately. The full process is automated. You can do automatic rate calculations at checkout, or you can do flat rate shipping or specific shipping, for instance, free over 500 Rand. Many options you can do, and the rates are automatically calculated and billed to your MDS account. When the order is collected and shipped, your order status will update automatically and the notification goes to your customer automatically. So you can go into the shop admin panel, you can pull your reports and you can see exactly what has and hasn't been delivered, and immediately you'll pick up any errors. Then we've got Netcash e-commerce for WordPress. This is an article that we've put together to show you exactly how to add e-commerce to your existing WordPress website, as well as links to the plugins to download and step-by-step instructions. Then we've got 9 ways to drive e-commerce revenue in 2021. Those are our marketing tips. So please go down to shop.netcash.co.za/blog, and you will be able to see all of our marketing tips and tricks and any new products that we add and features that we add. Good. So that's me for today. Thank you all for joining. I hope that we'll see you next week as well. We'll be doing our weekly webinars. We've updated our times to 11:30 instead of 11 every week on a Thursday. So we hope to catch you then. If you're wanting to sign up for the other webinars, you can view an overview of the upcoming webinars on the webinar page on our website, and that is shop.netcash.co.za/webinars. So please go and have a look. There might be some webinars that interest you, and you can join us for the ones that are interesting to you. And yeah, we hope to see you then. Thanks all for your time.